Hey. Yeah, man.
Oh, man, I'm good. Yes. Once again, it's on. Are they ready for us, though?
No, they ain't ready.
Y'all ain't ready, man. Y'all ain't ready.
Did y'all miss us, man? Did y'all miss us, man?
We was gone for a week.
Did they really
We was gone for a week,
I
man.
don't think they really appreciate what it is that we bring to the airways. Let me get these drops in. I was giving y'all all. Y'all just been too long. It's been too long. Him with everything. Oh, hold on. Give him this. All that.
Just know that.
All that. Round of applause. Bring it in. Let me get some here. Let me do that. I'll fade that out eventually. Welcome. This is the Bread Fellows podcast, man. We're gonna get straight into it. Like, subscribe, share. What's the other one? Comment.
Do everything.
But do everything, but chiefly subscribe and like, yo, because really the more that y'all subscribe and y'all like, y'all can see more of us. And by seeing more of us, we're not just some handsome faces. No.
I don't know. Speak for yourself, brother.
And plus,
Right.
support black businesses,
This
man.
is a black business, low key. Because
Hey,
you know what it
listen,
is,
man. I
man.
don't understand that yet.
You know what it is? Because it's really it's our father's business. Damn, that's too much. That's
level.
way up.
Yeah,
That's way up.
that's level.
That's way up. Like the
That's
brother said,
levels
support
right
black business. I'm Brother Zamal, aka the pessimist, aka spiritual shooter, blocka. Who do I have here to my right?
You got Brother Zion, the Lion Zion.
Brother Lion Zion. Hit him with the AKA.
Man, a.k.a. Young Alehio.
Young Alehio, aka Teddy Pendergrass. I gotta show y'all. I gotta show you a photo, man. One sister, I was talking to one sister. That's why I was laughing earlier. Cause she was like, "Yo, the brother Zion look like Teddy Pendergrass, yo."
What?
Oh,
I gotta show you the photo. I'm gonna show you the
Who said
photo.
that? I didn't know who said that. You tried to lie.
I was showing you the photo because I was like, "Yo, he does look like Teddy
Yo, who
Pendergrass."
sent you that?
I can't tell you. She that will not be named on the podcast. Tell them who you are to the left, brother.
Brother Free.
Brother Free, but tell them why you're free.
Because I'm free from the shackles of society. AKA Brother Free Smoke.
Free Smoke. Tell
I
him.
speak on everything, man.
What's
And then
the
on
other
top
AK?
of that, Jules is free of charge. So,
Hey, man,
Come
listen.
on.
Giving you everything,
Come
man.
you know what I mean? Just getting a whole bunch of, for the free. You know?
That's right. Free of charge.
Free drink,
And if
man.
I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say, the hands free of charge too, but
Nah, we're gonna keep it right.
we love our people. Yeah, we love our people.
Yeah.
Right, and we're gonna talk it out as friends. So this is episode number 7. Right,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Episode number 7.
Spiritual.
We rolling spiritual, right? Tell them why it's spiritual, man. Because I don't know if we have a spiritual audience. I don't know if we
Nah,
have
I
a
don't think
spiritual
they ready for
audience,
science.
a worldly audience. Y'all let us know, man. Put it in the comments. Let us know what it is that you jacking. You jacking spirituality? Are you jacking the worldliness? Are you jacking dream catchers? Are you jacking sage?
Crystals.
Before you pull up with us, are you burning sage in your apartment?
Right, you got your candle, your wine, and
Right.
sage.
You know what I'm saying? What the brother said?
Crystals.
You know, you got your so-called chakras aligned. All that is folly, by the way. But tell them why that number is spiritual.
Well, 7 represents completion.
Uh-huh.
So, this being the 7th podcast is spiritual, man.
That's right, man. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to the 7th card.
Yo, we didn't hit him with our moniker.
Oh, see, that's why you have to have
What?
brothers around.
What?
Yeah, have brothers around. This is the Bread Fellow podcast where what?
It ain't got to be the Last Supper to break bread.
To
Uh-huh.
break bread. 'Cause
Break
this is what
bread.
we're doing here, man. Y'all have chosen to pull up with us. So shout out to the viewership, those that are near and far. You want to give any shout outs?
Shout out to the Most High, man, for making it possible.
That's right.
For us to even be showing up to make this pod happen, man.
That's your
You know,
Grammy
so-
when you're in front of the podium. You know how everybody always.
you know.
I actually don't even like that when people. The first thing they do when they go up there. Now, I'm gonna sound probably crazy by saying that. Like I don't even like that. Now you should thank the higher power that that we understand is in existence and whatnot.
Exactly.
But I don't like how sometimes people do it when they go up there. Yo, I just want to thank God because without Him I wouldn't be able to be here and all of that. But like they going off doing folly. Now that brother just committed adultery that same night. Or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that to where you speak to the Most High, you big him up with the words, but then your actions are a bit,
Yeah.
right? You know, like turning your back on him.
You gotta do
That's a
something
fact.
in return.
Yeah, absolutely.
To gain his favor. It's not like you could just say a couple words and then expect for him to have your back. You actually have to do certain deeds to maintain that relationship. So,
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. What
And
you gonna say?
then you go over there think you go on stage thinking the Most High. You just rap the whole song about killing your brother,
Right.
committing adultery,
Right.
selling dope in
You
your
get
own
an award,
community,
you
get an
and then you
award
get on
for that.
stage and you thinking the Most High, like he has something to do with
That's
that.
crazy.
And you know what it is, right? And that's the
Nuts.
thing. That's what the thing. A lot of people think that, because I've gained these certain accolades or whatnot in the world, that the Most High is blessing me.
Well, guess
I'm
what?
so blessed.
The devil blesses too.
That's a
And
fact.
that's what people don't understand. Yes, the devil gives blessings.
He got his own goodie bag. Bro.
All
That's a
right,
good way to put it.
you heard
Yeah.
Kanye. He sold his soul for a happy. What he said?
He said I sold my soul. It was a crappy
Happy
deal,
deal,
but at least it came with a few toys,
like a happy meal. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm
No,
saying?
Kanye.
Listen, man. Listen.
But now he's saved, man. Y'all
Man,
gotta
listen, I'm
do
not
that.
falling for that shit.
Nah.
The album was pretty good though, but listen, man, I'm not. Yo, you're not saved, Kanye. You're not saved
word,
all the
word.
way.
Come
It's
on.
way deeper than just singing gospel songs.
And then what do you save from? But
That's a whole nother. They're not even ready for that.
Yeah,
Again,
exactly.
again, they're not ready for that.
Because biblically, you're not saved till he comes back. But people
Yeah,
get saved. You think you got a reservation to be saved?
right. You got to
before-
go the ticket to the
Yeah,
king.
you don't punch the
No,
ticket.
man.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, he done wrote your
Yeah.
name in the book already.
Right. Nah, that's not what's going on. So before we continue, I just want to know, because although I've been hanging with y'all, they don't know, right? But really, where's your mental state at? What's your mental health looking like? Let me start here.
Yo, it was beautiful. Yo. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I had a beautiful week with you brothers. In the midst, we was, celebrating like Jesus celebrating things he celebrates this time of year. So I was able to do that among y'all brothers, man, and it was beautiful.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even like calling him Jesus though.
No.
Yeah.
I got
But
at
his
least,
real name.
I got at least just say Christ.
Edify
You know what I'm
the
saying?
people,
Like
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I know what you're saying though. It just
they
hits
don't
me.
They don't know Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, no, for sure they don't know the real name.
Yeah.
of
They
course,
don't
like that.
understand that name.
I ain't
Yeah,
going front.
absolutely.
A couple of people are coming to the understanding that J wasn't even invented in those times. So now you got to think about what he was called during those times. But like the brother said, we were celebrating what he celebrated around this time, and it sure wasn't his birthday. I'll tell you that right
That's
now.
right.
But we had a
It sure wasn't his
beautiful
birthday.
feast of dedication is what they call it.
Man.
Some people call it Hanukkah, but we call it Feast of Dedication. And it's basically dedicating yourself back to the Most High. So, that's what we celebrated amongst each other, family. It was real lit,
It was lit. It was lit. I ain't gonna
Right, y'all can hit us up individually on the Bread for Those podcast, IG or whatnot, or our respective IGs if you want to get the science on really what that all means about the rededication.
Right.
Because it's really about that heritage, because that's what we care about here on this podcast. It's really what's going to work for us. We know that chiefly is going to be things that are by us, and we ain't jacking none of that other stuff that's for them.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's just not what's going to happen here.
Listen,
right?
man.
Black business. As we speak about it, look at black business.
Listen, I'm
look,
tired.
check it out here.
Man.
Yo, look at that. Check it out here.
Yeah, man.
Check it out here.
One thing
Check it out here.
One thing I'm tired of is like, listen, man. Aren't y'all tired of supporting y'all oppressors?
No, they're not tired.
Y'all not tired yet? Like, it's crazy, man.
They're not tired.
Like I don't get it. Like it hurts my brain sometimes. Like listen, we still have our own traditions that were taken from us that we need to get back to. We don't have to keep on complying to these holidays that are freaking made up. Like, and then on top of that, you're probably bringing in evil ass spirits into your household.
Probably.
Of course you are, because when you walk in, you got the Buddha at the door as soon as you come in. Then you got the menorah over there in the corner.
That has
Then
nothing
you got
to
a
do
cross up on the wall
Then you got a
over your
Christmas
bed.
tree.
And you got you know what I'm saying? That's craziness.
all type of just. Now I mean, listen, man. Just because you can't see spirits don't mean that they're not there. Trust me.
They are there, absolute fact, man.
You know?
We gotta kill this whole Kwanzaa thing, because people think, we ain't
man.
jacking with Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is trash as well.
They don't want to.
Kwanzaa is trash as well.
It
I'm
is.
talking to y'all so-called Pan-Africans, y'all so-called African-Americans, Hispanics, whatever. Y'all think that y'all profound? That's pseudo-profound that you want Jack Kwanzaa. Let's think for a second. Why are there 7 candles in Kwanzaa?
understand.
Where did they get that from?
Where did
why
they
does
get
it?
it
Why
from?
does it occur around the so-called Christmas holiday? I wonder why.
Because
Why is it something that only started in the
They
1960s?
jacked it from Hanukkah.
Come on.
You understand what I'm
give you
saying?
crumbs.
Come
They
on.
crumbs of the truth, man. That's what I'll be saying. Yo, listen, I met an Israeli at my job on Friday, right? He was working for FedEx. So he synced me with my fringes, like, know what I mean? And he was like, yo, man, listen, yo, I used to practice Judaism and everything. Like, my family was born in Israel. Like, I'm Israeli, but I'm not an Israelite. Like, black people are the real Hebrews. Like, know what I mean? Even in scripture, you could see that. And
He
why
said that?
Yeah, he said it, no lie. So as he was saying it, there were a couple Caucasians by him, and they had that shame face, like they were just
Right. A lot of
Like-
people, you know, like it's information out here. Like I had made a post on my Facebook. It's too much information out here. This was I was speaking about Christmas. I said it's too much information out here for you to keep saying you're doing it for the kids.
Come on,
It's
man.
too much information
It's too
out
much,
here.
yeah.
Like you really, like I mean, we have to get back in the business of knowing what we're celebrating.
exactly.
You gotta understand what
You
you
don't
celebrate.
care. Nobody cares.
Because
Nobody cares.
you really worshiping demons on the low, and
Not
it's-
even on the low. It's not even
Big
on the
time.
It's on the high. Yeah,
Right,
it's
yeah,
on the high.
on the high.
OD.
It's on the
Santa,
high.
OD.
Santa Claus, right?
Like,
Yeah,
come
man.
on,
You
man.
switch the N around, Satan, and clause means a set of laws. That's what clause means. When you look it up in the dictionary, clause means laws. So basically, it's celebrating Satan's laws,
Really?
which is do what thou wilt. Albert Crowley, you know, the whole of the law, do what thou wilt. Like, it's deep out here, man. That's why I be
Right.
telling people.
Google Saturnalia. That's
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah.
all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Google
Yo, it's too
Saturnalia.
much. It's too many jewels being dropped.
too
Y'all gonna make me
much,
stand
man.
up and come through the screen and all of this. And I really see the, but we ain't getting to how I'm feeling. But I'm just really tired of our brothers and sisters with that arrogant pseudo profoundness, man. When people really think that they know what they talking about,
And you
haven't
don't
done
know.
no type of research, no information searching.
Not scholastic at all.
Nothing. It's scholastic responsibility. Here it is. I throw it out the window. I don't care about it at all. Like, it just really blows my mind, man. It's in 2019. You still think that Christ was born on Christmas Day?
That's crazy.
Right.
Are you outside of your mind? I mean, I live in the projects, and in my lobby right now, they got the Caucasian Santa Claus. His face is all so-called jolly. You know what I mean? The projects are notorious for the entire floor when you come off the elevator.
man.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
being just
Crazy.
super Merry
Yeah,
Christmas,
yeah.
Happy New Year, and all that jazz. Listen, black folk, you have a heritage, and it is rich. And it doesn't begin in Africa in terms of the 54 continents that we know of today. I'm sorry, the 54 countries that we know of today in Africa. It's much grander than that, and it predates what we know today as being the continent of Africa. Do your effing research, yo.
And then on top of that, Africa is named after a white man.
They're not ready for all of
They
that.
ain't
They're not
ready.
ready for all the
That's-
science.
that's-
So
layers
just
of
look
that.
that up. Okay,
They're not ready for all the
Scipio Africanus. If you know, for the people that you know want to chase knowledge and they want to learn more. Because I ain't gonna lie. Listen, if you wake up and you don't have that urge to learn something new every day, then you're a waste of human life. Like, nah, I mean, you're wasting the human existence on nothing. Like, the point of human life is to continue to grow and learn. So, now I mean, like, this is why, you know, us as brothers have came to this state of knowing what we know. You understand what I'm saying? Brothers have read the Quran, the Bible, you know, Book of the Dead, all type of different doctrines, and created this type of way of understanding life as a puzzle. You understand? So it's like, you know, when you know certain things, you can understand what's real and the bullshit, and understand what similarities lead you to the truth. And that's what people
Right.
don't understand.
Because like as I was telling the brother Shema, we had a conversation earlier this week. Even there's truth even in a. I mean, the truth is even in a lie. You can find the truth even in a lie.
Precisely. And
You can pull it out.
that's a tool that Caucasians use. Now I mean, they'll put the truth in a lie for you, like Tell Live Vision. They'll put it on TV as well.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Right.
But you know,
So if you haven't caught wind of it already, if y'all first time listeners, first time viewers, this ain't your regular podcast.
Nah.
We don't really care if you agree with what it is that we're saying, we really gonna give you that unadulterated truth. You know what I mean? It's gonna be facts, and it's gonna be
no cap.
No cap. Yeah, for sure. So that's a disclaimer. If you somebody that gets easily perturbed or easily swayed, you got two options. Either turn this off or speak your case.
But man, really,
speak your case. We want you. You know what I'm saying? We want you to hit us up, request certain things for us to talk about. We'll delve into it. And if you really about that smoke, we even mention your name and your Instagram. We'll tag it and all that, so people can really come and see what you about. And follow your page if you're worthy to be followed.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, right, you know why I find this critical? Is that it's like, yo, listen, if Christ was killed for telling the truth because the truth hurt, then what makes y'all think that you're not supposed to go out there and find out the truth?
Yeah, because they're trying to keep it hidden.
Like, it's backwards. Like, it doesn't make sense. How could you celebrate a man's so-called birthday when you don't even live by the values that this man died for? And it wasn't his birthday. I'm just saying because that's how y'all view it.
And then also now for those people that be like, oh, but I don't practice the religion and all that. I don't really celebrate it anyway. You know how you said, like, for the kids. But you have to understand still, this time of year is rooted in, like all these other holidays, commercialism. You know what I'm saying? So as a people, are we on this right now? Are we on this topic right now? Did we say we're gonna start with this?
Yeah, we're gonna start with this.
So as a people, we have to understand what commercialism really does for us as a community, right? Like, again, it's 2019. You gotta know that we have the utmost spending power. Like, we just really do. So when you out here and you breaking your back, when you're a single parent, no less, you doing 80 hours a day. 80 hours a week to slave for the so-called Caucasian man, or even your own business. Let's just say to buy gifts. To just so you can say, yo, I just want to see that child smile. Like, I see that on my timeline. There's a brother that I know. He's a cool brother. And the brother also hits me up sometimes. And he's like, yo, you see what they doing now? What they talking about this? What's your opinion on that? Because he understands where I come from with the knowledge and understanding that we have. Yeah. But then I'll see the brother do the same things that I'm talking against. And he like, yo, I understand. Or yo, I get that. But then he'll show on his story his child running out from behind the wall, coming out the room and looking at all the presents and all that. You videotaping it, and you know what I'm saying? Just to be like, yo, I got all the gifts for my child.
I'm not even gonna lie. At this point, I feel like people don't even do it genuinely. They just do it so they could be seen doing it.
Yo, man.
At this point, I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm just done with y'all, man.
We live in a society where people want to be accepted so bad. Like, it's like that empty hole in them that wants to be accepted
and revered.
You feel me? Just because everybody else is doing it, I'm gonna do it too, and I'm gonna try to do it to the best of my abilities so I could be seen. That's basically.
Yo, listen.
Because it's hard to find people that go against the grain. Like, you know what? My ancestors didn't celebrate this. I ain't down for this. I ain't gonna support this white supremacy system. I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna change the course of my bloodline.
Absolutely, but they're not thinking like that because it requires a certain level of sacrifice, and that's one thing the black community really struggles with. We don't want to sacrifice.
Right.
We don't want to put down anything that is going to put us at a temporary state of discomfort. You know, we don't want to deal with the discomfort at all.
For us in our household.
Absolutely, because now, you know, let's say a man, you know, you go in your household and you telling, you know, you're with a woman who wants to celebrate these holidays.
Oh,
now there's a conversation that has to be had, or vice versa.
Yeah,
it's a conversation that now needs to be had, or you got to deal with your kids. Now, oh well, these other kids got X, Y, Z. They want X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But it comes to a place where we got to make a conscious decision. You know what? We're not going to stand for this, and we're going to deal with the pushback that we get for taking a stance for righteousness.
Yo, the thing is with our people, we don't understand the concept of all these holidays were a mockery of what our people went through. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's like the whole jingle bells. They had slaves with whole freaking the nooses. Well, not nooses,
iron
but the iron yokes with bells on it.
Oh yeah.
And it would jingle. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't understand how deep this goes. Just because we're born in this time doesn't mean what happened back in time didn't happen. So
gotta
we
respect
have,
that.
yeah, that's crazy. That's like me celebrating holidays, knowing celebrating a holiday, knowing that same day that my grandmother and her family got killed and raped, and I'm saying, you know, I'm gonna celebrate this and turn up for them getting raped and murdered.
Right. And then the word. I'm sorry. You want to say something?
No, go ahead, brother.
And then the word itself. When you get holidays, where does holidays even come from?
No, they don't.
Holy days.
And what's holy about Saturday?
What's holy about Christmas? And the word holy really means to be set apart. What the?
You can't
It's
even
set apart about Christmas. Everybody's involved.
Everybody.
What the heck is set apart about so-called New Year's? Everybody's involved. And stop with all these resolutions, 2020 vision, and I'm gonna do this in 20. I'm gonna hit the gym, and I'm gonna change my ways. Stop broadcasting these changes
Shut up
about
and do
yourself.
it.
Just do it.
Yeah,
My fault, y'all. I'm
Exactly.
screaming. I just get really vexed.
It's true,
But
though.
it just really, it just
Listen,
blows
I
my
feel
mind,
you, brother.
It blows
I
my
feel you.
mind, yo.
First of all, we want to go into the whole New Year's thing. How can a new year start in the dead of winter?
Right.
A new
It makes no
year
sense.
consists of
New
life.
life.
Yeah, new life coming into existence. That's a new year. Know what I mean?
Duh.
That's like me celebrating a birthday on the day the person died.
Right, yeah.
I'm just saying.
It seems backwards.
Then, etymologically, if you look at it, you have October. What is Oct?
Right.
Oct is 8.
Exactly.
September, Sept is 9.
Exactly.
Right.
November would have been 9. December would have been 10. So then, how do you go from December, which
exactly.
is 10,
So
to 1 again?
And,
Right.
and this
Yeah,
goes
12
back.
months,
This goes back to you know, if you know, it's like un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq,
Right.
six. Know what I mean? Sept, huit,
North,
north,
Right,
dix.
right.
So these are all going in order of the number of months.
Yo, give it to
And-
them, free.
And people don't understand this. That's why I say, yo, listen, we
Give it
have
to
to
them.
learn vocabulary because there's no way that a new year is gonna start at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the
man.
end?
Come on, yo.
Doesn't it start like, you know what?
Listen, man. But that involves a lot more research to be done and whatnot.
Yeah.
But just still, I'm talking to just behavioral things. You know, again with the so-called resolutions, and everybody, you know, has one, and I really, it just really grinds my motherfucking gears when I see people try to do charitable things and have arms and whatnot, and they broadcast that.
Broadcast.
It just really kills me.
it's not
Like, I
genuine.
saw recently, and I ain't gonna hold you, I'm gonna call the brother out. I saw recently on the brother Justin Blue.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know the brother Justin Blue?
Yeah, yeah.
That brother is cool, brother. He's pushing his train energy
we
thing.
met the brother.
Yo, that's what's up. That's a beautiful thing. He got black business on board at the forefront and whatnot. That's beautiful. But then I saw that he had pulled up on a lemonade stand recently. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
He had pulled up on a lemonade
started
stand.
following.
He was in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? It was the hood. I think it might have been where he was from or whatnot. He had paid and all
Where
that.
is he from?
But all of this, I don't know. But all of this is on camera. All this is on camera. I said, oh yes, look at me paying, you know, giving forth. You know what I'm saying, to the people and all that, and then you have a whole caption on it. Like,
Yeah,
yo, really that shit is whack, yo. Just straight up and down. That's like people that
not
do
genuine.
that is just you clowning. And what's the other dude? The heavyset dude, and he got big on Instagram for being funny.
Oh, who you talking?
And
A fat dude?
yeah, the fat
Yeah,
dude. What's
Fat Boy SSE.
he had a whole stint of time where he was going to homeless
yeah,
people,
yeah,
right, and
giving them money.
taking off his clothes and giving them money and all of that. Yo, that shit is it's so
whack.
whack, yo.
Because
it's so whack.
First and foremost, you're embarrassing that person.
OD, how you know what I'm
Broadcasting
saying?
them.
Yeah, you don't even
You
know if they
understand
want
what I'm
to
saying?
be
They
on
don't
TV.
want. They want to be seen in that state. You understand what I'm saying? That's embarrassing. There's a lot of people I help. You understand in my travels, and I don't want to even broadcast that because who wants to be broadcast in that type of desolate state where they're hurt? You understand? They're in pain.
Right.
And you're just broadcasting it because you want to be seen
your
as
own vain
high,
glory.
yeah, for your vain glory.
Yeah,
That's corny,
you're not
man.
supposed to be
And
doing that. You're
all
supposed
people
to-
need to stop doing that. For real.
Exactly, that joint is you lame for that, yo. You are straight up lame. You're a clown,
First of all, the crazy thing is when you do things like that, it was really supposed to be seen by the Most High.
Exactly.
Right,
In
that's your
secret,
blessing. Your
yeah.
blessing
yeah.
is people seeing you and on looking at, oh, that person is being
Yeah,
charitable.
but so
That's your
the
blessing.
Most High's not gonna bless you after that. The real blessing is when you do that. and
nobody sees it.
Nobody sees it.
The Most High sees it. That's it.
And
That's
he sees
it, yo. That's it. No, but y'all brothers and sisters, y'all want that honor, you want the clout, you want the vainglory. Get over yourself. If you want to have a resolution for 2020, it should be get over your mother effing self, yo. Get over yourself.
What's that Offset song? They do anything for clout.
Oh my
God,
that's a fact, though.
Anything for clout.
Yo.
Come on.
Anything
Just
for
really
clout.
vexed, man. But yeah, I'm off them, and I'm off that.
So what's the next? What's the next thing?
What's really on the pod anyway?
Yeah.
We just have to really get that off our chest because I know if y'all didn't miss us, we missed
we
talking
back.
about the bogus folly that's going on in this world.
Yeah, you know,
and we back.
Yeah,
we back. We back.
Back like we never left, baby.
That's right, man. So what was number one on the docket?
Oh yeah,
my
we was
list?
going to talk about Alicia Keys. I mean, not Alicia Keys.
That's my lady, man.
Yeah. Now that was my bad. That was bad.
That's my lady.
No, that's
man.
that was really like.
Nah, you ain't never had you bought any of her albums?
Of course.
Name one of her albums right now.
I bought her first album.
All right.
I put it on CD, but I don't remember.
She not a bigger babe to you than me.
But I really wasn't engrossed and enveloped in her music.
So you didn't really love her like me, is what you're saying?
No. See, you was trying to get to know the idiosyncrasies of who she was.
No, I'm a fan.
I was just looking. You know, I just like the braids, man.
Braids. Alicia Keys, if you watch it, man, don't you see how brothers try to do? You know what I mean? Nah, come to me.
All right, so what's the first album, man? How many
songs in A minor? That's right, and I had it, and I listened to it all the time. I listened all the time.
He's waiting for you to ask that too. He was patiently waiting.
Yo, come on,
he gonna ask that. We gonna ask him.
Yo. Nah, real deal though, we have to talk about her because she has let me down, and I am quite disheartened.
Yeah, man, you can have it now.
I'm quite right now.
Straight.
She's been disheartened now. You know, but low key I really do have it because you know what I'm saying people say I look like Swizz Beats, even though I don't really think it.
I didn't do the science.
You do the science. Come on, you know what I mean? Do the science. You feel me?
Yeah, he is the right Swizz Beats.
She the pass.
So yeah, actually I don't say it, but people actually say that a lot.
No, that's actually
it's
facts.
actually crazy.
Yo, you gotta put the picture up when we edit the video. You gotta
but it's only right though, because I have put you out.
Right,
there,
man. Pendergrass, you gotta put him on. We gotta put Swizz Beats.
Yeah, that's my They probably think I be OD trying to clown. I don't be trying to clown my brother, man. I just be seeing the likeness.
Man, listen, I'm Ezekiel Elliott.
These are powerful brothers, though. Teddy Pendergrass, you wanted to be him back in the day.
Yeah.
Not you specifically, but like that brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teddy P.
That's that.
Right.
Love and happiness. No.
That's not Teddy P. That's not Teddy P. That's Oh man, I was just listening to his album last night. Damn.
That's not.
I forgot. I forgot one
What
of
is
the major
Teddy's
songs. Now I'm going to have to Google it, man, just because we was on.
Yeah, right.
I literally was listening to his album last week, man.
You was listening to Teddy Pendergrass?
I mean, last night I got mad
No,
vinyl.
but
What type of bag you was in last night?
All the bag. I mean,
you was
always
in
in that bag.
So what bag you was in last night when you was listening to Teddy?
Oh, nah, I just like to. I was on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, my fault. It wasn't last night. It was the other night. I was on the phone.
Okay, right.
I was on the phone, but damn.
Oh man, who said this, yo?
Yo,
I didn't get bothered.
Oh, okay. Love and Happiness was Al Green.
Yeah.
That's
No,
Al
but what's
Green.
Damn.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Yo, that's funny.
What did he
That's
sing?
hilarious. Because I've heard Keith Sweat,
man.
I've heard Teddy Pendergrass, I've heard Ezekiel Elliott, I've heard. Man, come on, man. Stop. Y'all gotta stop putting people on.
Right. Turn off the lights.
I look like me.
Come go with me. Right. When somebody loves you back. When somebody
loves you back, girl.
Yeah, y'all know.
Hey. Yo, that was a joint.
Right. Come on. You know, he had hits. As did all those brothers. But my fault. Somebody loves you back.
Hey.
Right.
Yo, that's a vibe right
Those
there.
is real songs. Bring that back. Bring that back. Y'all want to do something for 2020 and y'all bumbleclot. What you say? Bumbleclot.
Bumbaraz.
Resolutions. Bring real lyrics back, man, and songs. Stop talking about how you perform in the bedroom when you giving a sister the proverbial backsides and all this other stuff, and you gonna do this and make her come.
And why do you think I want to hear that? Like, I don't want to hear how you get out with a lady, brother.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear that.
Just talk about how you missed her, or how you see her in the sky and she makes your eyes light up, or something like that.
He wants you to write a poem.
Yeah, write a poem, man. Write a poem. My fault. So we talking about Alicia Keys. What were we saying real quick? Oh,
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
There was a thing on Swizz Beats.
Anybody need a refill?
Yeah, we got to be fair.
Yeah.
So Swizz Beats, as y'all know, he's with Alicia Keys, but then he has a baby mom from a previous relationship, a child from a previous relationship. What's her name?
Thank you, brother.
No problem, my brother.
So her name is Jonna Sebastian. So it says in a lengthy Instagram rant,
That name sound like you want smoke.
Jonna Sebastian,
Like,
Jonna Sebastian, or Jana, forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, whatever, Sebastian, made several claims about Alicia's relationship with her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She has since deleted the post, but you can read it, you know, if you were there, you had to sort of be there. So she says, this is her caption, she puts, "I'm speaking up now. There are women in the same position." You gotta do it with the voice. "Women in general have been constantly told throughout history to not say anything when there have been issues. This is the time for truth." To summarize her main issues, Jonna expressed that she did not like that Alicia Keys allegedly bought her daughter a phone
Okay.
and controlled it for her without her Jonna's permission. She also said that she didn't like her daughter calling Alicia mom. Now, there's a lot of our brothers and sisters who are in a similar situation, right? They're co-parenting,
Yeah.
right? And what you said?
Blended families.
Yeah. So, what do you think? You being what it is that we promote is the household have the biological mom, the biological father, and if peradventure, if by chance the father is removed or the mother is removed, perhaps by death or incarceration, something like that, that's pretty dramatic.
So
Then another brother or sister might step up, you know, to fill that role. Of course, all in righteousness, but
yeah. So
somebody calling you mom, wow, what you think? You know, because I don't have any kids, neither does this brother. He has two kids.
Listen. When it comes to that,
And he's not a single parent. Black father, shout out to that.
That's going a little too far. I'd say because listen, man, nobody can replace a biological mom or father. That's one, I'd say. And two, when it comes to technology, nobody should have any say so of if that parent doesn't want their child with that type of technology, you can't try to be the boss of that child. That's not your child. Now, if you have a child with, you know, that the man that she used to deal with, that's your business. What you do with your children that you have between you and him, okay, whatever. But that's like my child. Like if that ever was the case, you think I'd allow a man to buy my daughter a phone and control it and say, "Yo, listen, this is what you do"? No.
Yeah, but see, I feel like Swizz should check that because he's the mediator between the two women.
Yeah.
I mean, Swizz is pussy whipped. He's not gonna do that.
So wait, so he did. So let's
That's Alicia Keys.
Let's read what he said.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna do that.
Y'all know I had that. Y'all know I had that. I pulled that.
He's not saying anything about that.
My keypad is on point.
Yo, first of all,
So wait, let me read what he said.
listen, supposedly, what he left his wife in the first place for Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah, it was a whole.
And there wasn't, and I don't think there was anything wrong because they were going strong for years, and he just ended up dipping just because he liked Alicia Keys more.
Alicia Keys came in, you know what I mean?
That in itself is just
wow.
you know, type wisdom. If y'all wasn't going through problems,
you know
what I mean, you know,
You know what it is that Alicia Keys put the divination on him. You know, Alicia Keys, she into the pseudo voodoo.
The pseudo voodoo.
The pseudo voodoo.
Pseudo
I just made that up. Like, the pseudo voodoo. You know what I mean? Just, you know, doctrines.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys is very
She
doctrinal.
put that spaghetti on him.
Yeah, that's spaghetti.
She
put that spaghetti on him. Yeah. And yeah, if you heard any of Alicia Keys' recent interviews and all that, she's connected and all that. You know, it's you know, it's like the Erykah Badu.
Doctrinal.
Yeah, it's just doctrinal Eve, man. So all right, so this is what Swizz said. He said, first of all, Nicole, this is the daughter's name, does not have her own phone! Exclamation point. Second, that's my phone. I don't use so she can call you instead of you calling my phone.
No, wait, time out. Where did he write this?
He put that under her comment. So this is all, of course, on social media.
Yo, that gotta stop.
That's gotta stop too.
That gotta stop.
Again, y'all subscribe to. Y'all want to subscribe to something in 2020?
You acting
Stop
like
putting
you
your
can't
dirt,
call
your
my
dirty
phone.
laundry.
Call her phone.
Come
Yeah,
on.
call her phone. Y'all
And you
grown
shouldn't even
people.
post
Y'all
that
grown people.
anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all should have just.
That's that clout chasing.
Know what I mean?
You want,
Listen.
you know, you're clout chasing, or you want to be the victim. It's the boo-hoo. But
Right.
listen, but he checks it. So he said, third, nobody forced Nicole to call them anything. She chose to call her Ummi. Because again, you know, they got doctrines. It's actually an Arabic word, and it means mother. And actually, you know, that comes from, you know, like the Most Def song.
Nah.
Ummi says, shine your light on the world.
I think I've
Shine
heard
your
that.
light on the world to see.
I never heard that one.
My Ummi says. And you know, Most Def. Yo, celebrities, man, they just be in doctrines, yo. Celebrities be in doctrines. And when we hold them up at such a great esteem, and we look up to them, and we want to be like them.
That's the problem.
That's
We
an absolute
idolize these
problem.
celebrities, and they're regular people. They just happen to have particular talents or skills that have allowed them to propel in society. That's
Right.
it.
So let me finish this. So it says, third, nobody forced Nicole to call them anything. She chose to call her Ummi. I will not let. I repeat, I will not let any of my kids do things they don't want to do. Period. Fourth, we just spoke on the phone, and you had none of this to say. You was all sweet and kind. You know my number. If you don't have a problem, call me. Knock it off. Swizz Beats.
It sounds like a case of clout chasing.
Swizz Beats.
Now, I understand the mother's perspective just off the strength that, you know, this is another woman coming into the picture doing X, Y, and Z. But with Swizz clearing it up, it sounds like now, you know, I'm feeling a little more swayed. It sounds like she clout chasing.
Exactly.
The
Because I ain't
previous.
gonna front, you could call my phone.
She could have called him. She didn't have to go to
He said he
Instagram.
was just on the phone with you. So it's like, if you didn't bring that up, if that wasn't a big
Right.
problem at that time to bring that up, because listen, if it's a real problem and I'm on the phone with the mother of my child,
You gonna bring it up.
I'm going to bring that up.
Exactly.
Not go on, hang up on her and be like, all right, later.
Right.
And then go on
And then
internet
run-
like,
yeah, run to the
yo, I'm
internet.
mad. She bought her a cheeseburger. We
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah.
vegan.
Yeah, right,
What
right.
you doing?
But to that point, though, it's important, and that's why again we try to promote making black families great again, because we want to be able to understand what the child is learning, what the child is absorbing, who they're learning it from, and then how they're implementing this into their own lives. Because then, now something more serious than perhaps just the vegan thing, but now what happens if you off and you practicing a whole bunch of idolatry, or
Exactly.
you know, or you trying to keep your young child away from Christmas, and then in your
she's-
co-parenting relationship, they go over there for the weekend, and they doing
And
nothing
they
but
doing
Christmas,
yeah.
and they doing Kwanzaa and Valentine's and Mother's Day and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That becomes now a problem,
It's a problem now.
right? So now that's
It's a
actually
blended family.
a blended family. So
Yeah.
that's actually a great segue into. She's still Alicia Keys. We're gonna touch on her again. She's my lady, or she was. She used to be.
Yeah, you can have
But
it. She's going to too many
But
doctors.
you're not gonna get away, man, because we're gonna tell her how it is, man. So there was also, so I believe it's their child, Swizz Beats and Alicia Keys, a 4-year-old child, right? And this happened some time ago, but it's important for us to touch on this because of what it is that we're saying right now. And y'all might have heard it, y'all might not. Well, Alicia Keys had took their son to the nail salon. First of all, why is he
Why you
going
taking
there?
the young boy?
First of all,
Oh, my
took him to the
God.
nail salon,
Oh,
and
man.
then he had a thought to say, I want to get my nails painted,
What, rainbow?
rainbow colors, no less.
Hey, yo.
And of course, because the very progressive 2019 woman that Alicia Keys is, she had no problem with that. So I just want to play a little clip. There's like maybe a 20-second clip or something real quick, just so y'all understand that I'm not bugging. This is really how Alicia Keys is getting down.
To me, said, "Mommy, I don't want this on my nails."
Hold
I
on, let me
said,
bring it
"Why?
back a little
You were
bit.
so sure you're good. And she paints each nail a different color. And after he painted his nails, he looked at me and said, "Mommy, I don't want this on my nails."
Right, because a little.
Why? You were so sure.
He said, "Mommy, I don't want this on my nails," because something within his spirit knew I shouldn't
It's
have
wrong.
on nail polish.
Right, exactly.
I shouldn't have on nail polish. I'm a little boy. I shouldn't have on
Exactly.
nail
All
polish.
right, and you saw how he tried it. So he did. It was his idea. So he went and tried it, but then once it was applied, he was like, "Yo, this is
I
kind
don't
of
want
crazy.
this
don't feel
Yeah,
right."
this don't feel right."
You're good. And he was like, "People are not going to like it." Can you believe this? 4 years old.
Yes, I can.
4.
Right, 'cause he already understands that he's a
understands the
male.
concept that someone's going to judge him.
That
because
someone's
he
gonna
chose
judge him.
male.
Yes,
But peep this.
yes.
Listen, if y'all
Judge people.
listen, if they
Judge
continue-
people.
if
But
they
have it be
continue,
righteous judgment.
if they continue to, to push this on our males, there are going to be no men to protect the women. And that's what y'all mostly want. That's what women want, right? Y'all want males to protect y'all. But if y'all keep turning them out and making them all feminine, they're gonna be curled up behind you.
Right.
Strong woman.
Right. Hold on,
So it's like, come
I
on.
told him.
So I want to read y'all the comments though under this real
I
quick.
respect
If I
you. You're
can.
gonna love it. It's so cool. Like, look how creative you are. Look how amazing.
Look how
you
being
got this idea.
2019
Stick with it.
progressive.
You chose it. You liked it. You do it. Who cares what anybody else says? And
I
so
wanna
I
know
said,
what
plus,
Swizz
you know,
Beats
a
saying
lot
about
of
this.
guys paint their nails. This is not like some strange thing that you only do. He was like, really?
Right.
I was like, yeah.
Dwayne Wade
so
also
many,
does it.
so many.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
made me
him.
feel
Yeah,
better.
talk about
But
him
it just
next.
got me to thinking how completely judged we are all the time. The way I see it is that
The way she
there's
sees it. Look.
masculine and there's feminine energies inside of us all, you know, and that's
That's
Yo,
the same doctrine that
no
Sister
lie,
hit me with.
wasn't that the
Right.
doctrine
That's the
sister hit you
same
with?
You see what I'm
doctrine that
saying?
Sister hit me with.
Your man Charlamagne the God said something like that in Breakfast Club too.
Yeah, man, they pushing that.
Yo, they pushing it. This how you know it's some secret society thing going on. For them to be pushing that same thing on everybody. Listen, the world operated perfectly without all these agendas being pushed. So all of a sudden, this needs to be set into light and put at the top.
Well, what they trying to do right now, they trying to take the whole idea of sex, not sex as in the physical act, but as far as gender, they trying to take that all the way off the table to where it's just blended genders. Everybody is sexually ambiguous.
Yeah, this is whatever you think
identify
you are.
with.
Yeah,
That's
you know
ridiculous.
what I'm saying?
Which is
Pronouns.
nuts.
And then I ain't gonna lie, in doing this, they're also going to open the window to pedophilia because
Oh,
what are you
absolutely.
going to say? Because that's that person's sexual preference. They were born like that. You understand what I'm saying? So they're gonna hit you with who are you to question what
What I'm
love?
attracted to.
Yeah.
And then if
Yeah.
my thing is this: if a little boy can say, you know what, I identify as a little girl, why can't a little boy say, you know what, I identify as a 35-year-old man?
Exactly.
You
And
understand?
then when they want to indulge in a sexual act, what can you say as a parent? Because you exposed them to that. At that age, you're not even supposed to be thinking about nothing like that.
About how you
Exactly.
sexually identify anyway.
You're supposed to get your knowledge up.
Yeah.
Learning.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And being a kid.
Right.
And being a kid.
Be a kid, man. That's what I'm saying. So hold
What
on.
are you learning about adult things for?
So this is the comments. So they ripped her on the comments. I love it.
They ripped her?
Well, they didn't really rip her, but they were saying that she's wilding. So one comment said, "Sad that her son has more sense than she does." Another
Since
person
that
put,
her son has more sense than she does.
another person put, what's this, Rolando 20 Crip?
Oh, you already know how.
Oh,
So, will I know
Ro-
Swizz Beats wearing a dress in this household?
Uh,
Toxic femininity,
femininity hardcore
hardcore now.
Yeah.
Toxic femininity.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
a real
such thing
thing.
as toxic
That's
femininity.
a real thing. Toxic femininity is not just pushing this narrative of toxic masculinity just because a brother wants to be an actual man. Let's read the subsequent comments. Another person says, she's a puppet doing what puppets do. Another person, all these celebrities are sounding like, oh, that's a bogus comment. They don't even know how to spell, actually. But he's about to go into some, all these celebrities sounding like something, like we saying, progressive puppets. You are a weirdo, Alicia. Stop it. Your boy doesn't need this. No, Alicia, this is from a woman. No, Alicia, we don't have to explore the different gender energies. There is nothing wrong with being a masculine male.
Exactly.
Bro, you get
This is from a
demonized.
woman.
You
What's
get
wrong
demonized
with
in
people?
2020, which we're about to be in. You get demonized for being a masculine male.
It's out of line.
It comes off as hate. You got to be so soft, so cotton soft.
But peep
You
this.
got to be so tissue and walk
Yo,
on eggshells.
but listen,
You gotta-
now-
come on, can I be a man?
Now, can he be soft when people run down in your household trying to rape you? What you
Yeah.
gonna want him? You gonna want him to just stand back like and be afraid?
No, they gonna make sure you call the police.
Call the police?
You
Are you
know,
serious?
Like, come on, man.
I gotta read this last one. It says, why would you take your 4-year-old son to get his nails done? Swizz Beats is a sucker.
Yeah, why was
No way in
why
hell
was
you're
your son
taking my
even
son
there?
to the nail
Straight
salon.
cheat.
Right. Why was your son?
Straight
Your
cheat.
son should have been at the barber shop.
First of all,
You should have been at the barber shop, yo.
At the barber
You
shop.
should have been at the barbershop. Like, why are you?
This is ridiculous.
Why are you with? First of all, I don't know if that is his mother.
I believe that. That's
okay.
I believe that's
Why are you allowing her to take him to the nail shop?
I mean, we don't know what the situation was. He might have been busy or something. She might have been waiting for the day.
But
still,
like, come on, man. She could have waited to get her nails done then, because he didn't. Little boy don't need to be in there. I'm not a fan of little boys being around a bunch of women all the time. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that because those feminine tendencies end up rubbing off. Like we all got little cousins who was always around the aunties and girl cousins all the time,
and then they turned out,
But I don't know if he was, because who knows how often he hangs out with Alicia Keys, the child. You know what I'm saying? That could be, he could probably be with Swizz Beats the whole week, and then this is maybe their one day that they do.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to police what goes on when you're with them. Like, we can go to the nail salon, but understand that this is what mommy does. This is what I do. You don't mess around and do this.
And I'm not gonna hold you. You know, I've been to a nail salon and got a mani and pedi where I clean.
Different.
You understand?
That's different.
Yeah, but you're not painting your joints.
Yeah, but you're not getting it painted.
Yeah.
You understand? So we're gonna specify that.
Yo,
because I believe in a male keeping his nails clean. Know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be touching on somebody with no dirty fingernails. You know.
What y'all think about? Because it's not necessarily painting, but it is painting. But now you want to start getting into the bag of maybe it's artistry. You remember when the brother Maul?
Oh yeah, you see him
brother Maul.
ASAP started it. Yeah, he getting each fingernail painted like different. It's not really getting it painted.
Basquiat art,
like the little symbols.
That's doing too much.
That's doing too much.
I don't care.
Doing too much.
That's doing too much. Listen,
too much.
just polish them up for me. Keep them nice.
Yeah,
and I'm straight, man.
Joints. Listen, I feel a way even trying to. Back in the day, I used to get manicures with the clear nail polish. Back in the day, and now I felt the way I look back now. My older self looked back at my younger self and said, what was I doing? Me. This is me. You know what I'm saying? With the clear nail polish. Yeah, put the nail polish on me. And I put my hand out, and then there's nail polish being put. No. Not me. If brothers do the clear nail polish, okay, I can walk with that. But just get the nails buffed now, man.
Get it buffed.
And honestly, man, listen,
get it buffed, because it shines it for you anyway.
You understand? I clip my own joints. You know, just keep it. Wash your hands.
Now I go in front.
Wash your hands.
Niggas don't wash their hands.
I ain't gonna hold you though. It's a science. It's a science
wash
to
your
it,
hands, man. Before you want to touch this.
It's a science to it because you know they get all in there and then they take out that extra.
Yeah, no, of course they're gonna hook you up better than how you can hook yourself.
And I ain't gonna front, man. Nobody gonna do the toes and feet better.
Oh yeah, you gotta take it to the China woman.
I
ain't never got a pedicure before. I never got a pedicure.
When I see the dead skin that came off of my feet.
Yo, listen, my heels is crazy sometimes.
What?
So I be having
but I ain't gonna hold you. But I do that. I do that myself though. I do that myself. You gotta get the thing.
You know, take care of yourself.
Not take care of yourself. Not no polish though.
Right.
Not no rainbow polish. So we not coming at men that want to upkeep themselves in that aspect. But at a young age like that, you're forcing a kid to get their nails done with colors and all this. You're ODing.
Well, I wouldn't even say necessarily that she forced him to get the nails done. She allowed him. But see, I'm of the persuasion that just because a kid wants to do something doesn't mean you just throw your hands up and say it's okay. Sometimes they're kids for a reason. You got to direct them to what's right and wrong. That leads me to this whole D Wade thing.
Right, go into the D Wade thing.
When I was a kid, I wanted to watch porno.
Right.
But does that mean my parents should allow me to watch it? Hey, listen, this is back in the day.
I wanted to watch porno.
This is back in the day. I was like, what, 7, 8?
Oh yeah,
you remember?
Brothers want to watch porno now. Brother, stop watching pornography, man.
Hey, listen.
Come on, get off that.
Hey, listen.
Stop watching porno.
You remember the Spice Channel? The old cable box?
Oh yeah, you in there trying to see it scrambled. Right. You just seeing a little nipple over here.
And then you had the back button.
Yeah, the back button. It was red for me.
Man, the back button.
Mine went to Disney Channel.
The back on the
listen, the Spice Channel was
last channel.
Hey, listen, you had the Spice Channel. I had. You remember Cinemax?
Cinemax.
They giving it up real.
It wasn't giving it up real.
Cinemax? No, it was not. It was real.
That was soft.
Well, at that time for us, it was real.
How you got Playboy TV?
Yeah, Playboy TV.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, yeah, so you was different.
Yeah, the Spice Channel.
Yeah,
It was spicy.
Yeah, it was
What was
spicy,
the other one, man? Robin Bird. Y'all know nothing about Robin Bird on Channel 35.
Channel 35.
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about that.
Hey,
But that's on Folly.
Hey,
That's on Folly, by the way.
wait, but hold on before we get serious. Did y'all see Talk Sex with Susan Johansson, that old white lady? She used to tell you everything about sex.
Nah.
I remember that.
Hey, yo, she was putting niggas on.
Yeah. No lie.
Nah, I never seen
young. That was extra. Young Jake vibe.
Yeah. Yo, teaching you the science
You
on
feel me?
everything.
I was like, yo, how
Yo,
I do this?
So that's how that
That's
works.
how you do
She was
it.
going into depth.
Yeah.
How to put a condom on. Know
She
what I mean?
giving you the science.
How to make a woman get her orgasm, all stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I ain't gonna front.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
old white lady.
All
old
folly
white
though,
lady.
man. All
That's
folly, man.
disgusting. You learning that from
None of that.
an old Caucasian
Yo,
woman.
but listen, she was giving you the breakdown. She was giving you the whole science on everything.
Yo, but that shows you. Listen, if I was doing that at 8, imagine how fast these kids are progressing now.
Yeah,
and I was 8.
2019 America. You know what I mean?
No lie.
That's what it really is with this whole.
So-
when you're progressive, in this progressive state of mind, that you are propelling brothers and sisters at a very young age to move outside of what we know to be the sort of the methodical growth period. You know what I mean? Where they can really come into their own, and their own being structured and navigated by their parents,
And it's
which
worse.
is okay to do.
It's worse now. Like that, I was chopping it up with one of the kings around my way. You know what I mean? We were getting into it, and he said that his daughter had came home with a rainbow wristband and a rainbow
He shut it
a
down.
rainbow tag, and he took it from her and threw it,
And
she started crying. And he was like, "What do you know about homosexuality?" And she was like, "It's when a woman is with a woman and a man is with a man." And he's like, "You don't know nothing about this. You're like 6 years old."
But they pushing it on
you
the kids, and it's
understand what
scary.
I'm saying? It's scary out
Yeah, they
there,
pushing
man.
it on, and now it's a context being created to where now a child, you're putting this decision in the hands of a child. Like that's why I thought it was so asinine.
You might as well put a loaded gun in their head.
Right. I thought it was so asinine what D Wade said. Like what he said on that, man. Play the clip, man.
All right, but hold on, because the clip is talking about something I feel like is even more, that's talking about that pronoun, right? But,
Yeah.
but just real quick, because we had just came off the Alicia Keys with his fingernails. Dwayne Wade, right, he had spoke to his son. What's his son's name?
Zion.
Powerful, mighty
Powerful
name.
name.
Zion painting his mother effing fingernails. Did you see that photo?
Yo,
Yeah,
first of all, do you
crazy.
know what that name
Not even just
requires?
fake. He had fake nails.
Yeah, actually, clip
Crop top and all that.
and he leaning on
This the thing.
on the father.
Do you know what
mad
that-
soft looking?
Do you know what that name requires you to do?
This brother knows.
Man, come on, you know I know.
Hold on, let me get the drop, man. Let me get the drop.
The lion Zion.
Come on, man. Come on.
Supposed to be a lion,
Come on, man.
And you supposed to be a lion. You got him out here like a pussycat.
Come on,
He had
man.
that purr.
Yeah, man. You out here meowing. You out here meowing. Y'all look, y'all don't have that on my drop tip.
Hey, fierce.
Come on, yeah.
Come on, man. You know the
So
job.
so it says this is Dwayne Wade commenting on the photo that was posted by he and his family around Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? That's what you see happens. Your family celebrating Thanksgiving.
Right, you just gotta be thankful for everything.
Yeah, so he says, I've seen some posts Thanksgiving hate on social about my family photo. Stupidity is a part of this world we live in, so I get it. But here's the thing. I've been chosen to lead my family,
You're not
not y'all. What the is he saying?
Yo, listen,
But here's
stupidity
the
is
thing.
celebrating Thanksgiving in the first place.
That's
How about
right.
that?
But then he says, I've been chosen, yes you have been, to lead my family. Yes, you are the
To
leader.
destruction.
But not y'all. Where are you leading them?
To
Down the
destruction.
path
To
of just,
destruction.
oh my God.
And then how you leading them? How you leading them with what he said at that interview?
Right.
How you
wide
leading
is the wide is the way.
But listen, how you leading them?
To
When you're
destruction.
saying basically this young boy at 3-4 years old already knew that he identified as a woman. How you leading him?
How are you leading?
So he says, so we will continue to be us and support each other with pride.
And
They go that pride. With
pride
pride.
leadeth.
Before pride cometh to fall.
That's
Exactly.
right. With
I
pride,
mean, before a fall cometh pride.
pride, love, and a smile. This is what he says. So now let's fast forward And he was recently on an interview with two former NBA players. Was it Matt Barnes and I forgot the other dude's name, but he's on their podcast.
Right, and D Wade, I ain't gonna hold you. He a little sus to me too. You know, he running around with his toenails painted, anklets on.
Yeah, he got an ankle
real,
bracelet. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
he looking
yeah.
a real little.
Yo,
you know,
apple fall from the tree, as they say. Not so
right.
far from
He really got things he dealing with internally that he ain't really let the cat out the bag. That's
He got
why he's so
he got that from your bloodline in the first place.
right.
Let's see. So let's see what he
Right.
says.
I ain't gonna say the brother's a homosexual, but his brother do move a little.
Listen, man, ain't
Question.
no real man. Yo, listen, I ain't going front. Even Fab, I seen with an ankle bracelet, and I was like, come on, Fab.
Yeah, but
No,
he ain't have
that's
on.
crazy.
He ain't had.
But he don't have no toenails.
Painted like,
But
come on,
no, I
bro.
mean,
What you doing out
but
there?
Dwayne Wade, he had the toenails painted with the
That's
ankle.
Off the
disgusting.
anklet.
That's disgusting.
That's crazy.
Yo, bro, that's
That's
sick.
disgusting. And all of y'all brothers that's jacking that, y'all disgusting.
And y'all sisters gotta
And y'all
stop.
sisters, man,
Stop jacking that
y'all
too.
pitiful.
Yo,
Cause
I
y'all
know
promoting
Y'all
that.
pitiful.
Sisters-
Y'all promote that
Yo,
and
no
advocate
lie.
for that, man.
I
I got
gonna
that,
hold
that
you-
gay best friend and all that. You know
Yo,
what I mean?
women made it popular. I'm not even gonna hold you. They're the ones that propelled it to how far it is now, and they don't even understand that.
That's true,
They
man.
helped the wave get to where it's at.
And who really are they helping? Whose agenda is that?
They helping the white man.
Your
They-
friendly
they-
neighborhood Caucasian man.
Y'all helping the white man because if you create a whole generation of soft males, it's easy for these Caucasians to conquer us.
Woo, and that's
Right.
gonna lead into our.
Yeah.
You already know, but we're not there yet. So that's like the cap. That's the cap. So let me play the clip. This is D Wade.
It's just my version of supporting. Like, you know, I had to look myself in the mirror when my son at the time
How you
was
look
3
yourself
years
in the
old,
mirror?
and me and my wife started having conversations about, you know, us noticing that, you know, he wasn't on the boy vibe that Zaire was on, and I had to look myself in the mirror and say, what if your son come home and tell you he's gay?
How is he telling you he's gay at that age?
How are you going to be?
How you know
How
you're
are
gay
gonna
at that
act?
age?
It ain't about him. He knows who he is. It's about you. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? So all these people that's
So hold on though, because I want you to see. This is why I'm saying I'm not really jacking Dwayne Wade. I feel like this is Gabrielle Union pushing a narrative in their home, because I really feel like she's one of these really aggressive women.
I can
Gabrielle-
tell.
I don't know her, right? So I can't. I don't want to bear false
Nah,
witness
she
on
wear
her,
pants.
but she seems like she's the
Yeah,
one that wears
she
the
wears
proverbial
pants.
pants in a relationship.
Right, you got
and you
man
see
running
how
around with a damn anklet around his ankle, get his toenails painted.
And you
What
see,
else is going on?
You see how he's using these particular pronouns right here, right? He, my son, a boy.
out there saying those things, look at yourself. Understand that you the one that got the issues. You the one that got the problems. It's not the kids. It's not the ones who decide that you decide that, yeah, they born a certain way and you say they got to be that way. It's not.
That was nuts.
It's not life, man.
That was nuts. What do you mean? What do you mean? He was born
Yo.
a particular way because that's how the Most High God wanted him to be.
Right.
Allow him to be that. Lead him in the way of that. To be a young man. To be a powerful black man within his nation. You name that man Zion Malachi.
Come on, man.
Do you even know what that
like,
means?
come on. These
Come
are
on.
powerful biblical names at that. Not even just powerful black brother
Hold on.
African names.
He has
These
Malachi
are
in his name as
That's
well?
his middle
Yes,
name,
that's
yeah.
his middle name.
These
You know
are
what?
biblical names, but you're gonna teach some things that are contrary to the biblical
Yo,
ways.
repeat this. Now
You see what's going on?
I feel that they're using him as a mockery to our ancestors, because it's like, okay, you're gonna take the biblical names of these black men and make a mockery out of them with having your son paint his toenails,
Come on.
nails, and having a crop top. Like, you serious?
Come on, but there's more. That's what I'm saying. I want to get to that. I want to get to him just contradicting himself, and I feel like it's an agenda in his own household.
I watched my son from day one becoming to who she now eventually is.
Wow.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
So he just
watched
said,
my
I watched
son.
my son come into who
she
she
now-
is. Come
That's
on.
confusion,
Come
bro.
on. He doesn't even sound convinced himself. It sounds like this is scripted, and he's gonna say, yo, listen, you essentially I feel like Gabrielle Union is saying, yo, D Wade, either you get down or lay down. That's really what it is.
Yeah, but listen,
I'm gonna hold the sex from you. You know what I mean? Like, these sort of things I'm gonna take off the table from our relationship
Yeah,
if
I
you're not
ain't
jacking
hearing
this.
that.
Because
I
he
ain't
just
hearing
went
that.
through this whole a few seconds before this, and he said he, son, boy, and then all of a sudden now he's gonna say she.
Yeah,
Who
but-
you appeasing?
Yeah, but listen, I ain't even gonna say that it's Gabrielle Union influencing him, because we talking about D Wade. You're not talking about some broke man who can't get another woman, who, you know, He played for the Miami Heat. He was a star player.
That doesn't
for the
matter.
Miami Heat
Doesn't
for
matter.
a long time.
No, it doesn't matter.
Hold on, listen,
It doesn't matter.
You know why it doesn't matter?
What?
Wait.
So
You know why
what?
it doesn't matter though? I'm gonna go with Zamal on this because guess what? If he happens to get a divorce, she's taking everything.
Nah,
and he knows this.
I hope he ain't dumb enough to have. I hope he wasn't dumb enough to sign a prenup.
No, listen.
Well, but
You know
Gabrielle
he
got bread.
You know,
She got
that's
bread.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, she got bread, but she's still entitled.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
still
entitled.
alimony.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There's
it's
still
still-
alimony. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
He
Listen,
still has to
See,
get.
and then that brings me to that deeper convo. Like, yo, how do men benefit? Because I see a lot of brothers end up getting pigeonholed when they sign their name on that dotted line.
Hey, listen.
So
man.
let me bring that back just real quick.
You know, I'm even speaking for my 12-year-old right now because I haven't allowed him to sit in front of a microphone yet. But I'm speaking.
I went back.
Yeah, you haven't allowed your 12-year-old to sit in
I
front of a
think
microphone,
me
but you
being
allow
around him
your
and-
young son to be a homosexual and go to pride parades.
That's crazy.
These niggas is crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy. You might as well let him on a freaking microphone. That's doing less harm than him being in a freaking gay parade with people with their meats out and rainbow flags. Like, I don't understand it. Listen,
People with their members out.
if you're gonna do something as adult, okay, you know the consequences of your actions, so do what you do. But leave the children out of it. That's the biggest thing that I've ever said. Leave the kids out of it.
Yeah, because I don't agree
Leave
with
the kids
even
out of it.
pushing heterosexual sexuality on kids.
Yeah,
Leave them out.
I don't even care if it's straight sex. I'm not even. I don't want nothing promoted sexual to the kids. Period.
Right.
That's how deep it is. Like, know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like me watching Netflix and they getting all crazy on the screen. My daughter right there, and I'm like, it's okay, baby. This is real life. You can watch it. With that. Are you serious?
Yeah, you got to take some accountability, and you have to have that culpability.
You might as well, if you're promoting that, then I'm pretty sure that you watch sexual things with your kids.
Yeah.
And that's weird if you do.
Yeah.
That's just weird because what you gonna say?
Yeah, I ain't jacking D Wade. I'm putting it on D Wade. I ain't putting Gabrielle in it at all.
I'm putting that on Gabrielle Union, man.
I'm putting it on D Wade.
putting
I'm
on
tell you.
Gabrielle
I put it on both.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I'm putting
Listen,
it on D
man,
Wade.
I'm putting on D-Wade too. You got to be able to stand as a man.
No, listen. He said I'm responsible for leading my family. So you understand that you have a leadership role in this household. Two, even if let's say peradventure she does divorce him and take half everything, you're still gonna be rich. You still gonna be well off. You're not gonna be broke. You ain't gonna miss no meals. You're gonna be all right. You gotta stand on your you gotta stand on your integrity as a man. You saying you was gifted the responsibility of leading, then lead.
Oh, he is leading. This is what he's doing.
He's leading to the
He's leading just in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
He's leading
but
in
if
the
you
wrong
saying, but to
direction.
your point, if he got a hand in his back by his wife and she using him like she the puppet master,
Yeah.
then he's not leading. She leading.
No. She's directing him, but the brother is leading because she's following. She's following him.
Listen, I ain't gonna.
But she just
Or
wants
is
him
he
to,
following her?
she just want him to walk in a particular direction.
So then who leading who?
Yo, personally, I be feeling like most dudes in that type of status just be going into the bedroom and they wife just have the strap on.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
And just be
I wasn't gonna go there.
Just be killing
But
that shit.
I wasn't gonna go there. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Homosexual.
And just be killing that
That's
shit.
crazy.
'Cause ain't no way. in
Nah, I
hell.
can't even picture that. That's great. That's folly.
Hey,
That's
listen,
folly and
this
madness.
goes down.
That's
this is
crazy.
This is highly weird, man.
Man, you got the
Yeah,
man.
Hollywood.
Yo, and his pictures getting more and more sus. I'm gonna have to make you find some. Yo, his pictures getting more and more sus.
it's
man.
getting
Ain't
sus.
cool.
How-
Dwayne Wade?
You see,
Dwayne Wade,
He had on a tight ass suit with no shirt and
Yeah, he just.
chest
I don't think
big.
anybody getting more sus. Hold on. Who was I with when we saw your man ASAP?
Oh yeah, he
been sus. Oh, yeah, he been sus. That's
He's sus king.
Yeah,
Sus came, but you saw the photo though?
Now with the pantyhose. that
Oh
was-
my gosh,
Yeah,
yo, that was
He like that
crazy.
on a damn onesie.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, so listen. So that's what he said. He
Toxic
called his son, who is a boy, who he acknowledged to be a boy, and his son a she. And then he goes on to say, "Oh, now as a father, I just have to educate myself."
Educate yourself on what?
Educate.
Come on, that's what
How
I'm
could
saying.
you be a father if you aren't educated in the first place?
That's the 2019 America now trying to reshape the language around people's genders. And then I've heard people go as far as to say just because you have a penis doesn't make you a man.
That's what he was saying. That's literally what he was saying. He was saying you cannot determine, basically speaking to that same jargon that Malik Yoba came on a Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And we had talked about it on one of our previous
that's how
it's
you
the
can
same
tell.
language.
This is a pre-planned script they've been fed to promote because of how successful they are.
No, I ain't even gonna necessarily even say that, because even when you look at the times of old, we always ended up here. You know, when you think about before, you know what I'm saying, certain judgment came down on the earth, we were in a state of this.
Okay, but guess what?
Confusion.
But who are the most that was into it? The elites, right? The leaders of the government were into that type of folly.
But when did the judgment come? When we got into it. When we started
as a nation.
As a nation.
But
they've been into it.
But it starts with them, because when like how we said before, we hold these people on a pedestal, we revere them, we
It
laud
starts
them,
with them.
and then we look up to them and say, oh, if they're doing it and accepting it,
There's certain governments that would kill you for that.
Absolutely. Probably damn
Majority-
near every other
majority of
government except for America and the UK and like Europe, you know, because you know they ain't cahoots anyway.
Yeah, but
try to do that in India.
In the Middle East
Yeah.
with Muhammad and
Right. Yeah, that's not going down.
They ain't
I ain't going for
That's not
recently.
going down.
They've been looking sus too, man.
But you see, a lot of them is also in cahoots with America.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yo,
that's
listen,
what I'm
man.
saying.
It's just going down. It's
America
spreading.
goes into their land and superimpose their diplomacy and their philosophies and their doctrines and tell them pretty much you can't reap the benefits of us being, you know, a part of you unless you get down with these certain things.
Right.
So Pete, this my thing with over there in the Middle East. My big thing with them is the whole child marriage shit. They're widows over there for that.
Oh yeah,
that's a serious problem as well.
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
Tell us
the
more.
child brides, like a man is allowed to marry a 1-year-old. Like you know how many child brides died from internal bleeding from them trying to fuck a baby?
Oh,
like
that's crazy.
that's ridiculous.
That's yikes.
This is what's going on like around
That's
the world. So now I mean this is
Yeah.
this
It's
world
just
is
folly
just
and madness. This
confusing
world's
right now.
upside down, man.
It's upside down
and
right
this
now.
is why we have to come back to a standard and a code of ethics, a code of ethics and morals and principalities.
Exactly.
And it can be predicated upon your own vain opinions.
Right? You're not
And
gonna-
opinions
yeah.
don't count
It doesn't
because
count.
you're a human being and you don't know what you're talking about.
And the culture doesn't dictate what are absolute or objective truths. Right? You know what I'm saying? When you try to have certain morals be projected into a community of people to govern them, this is right, this is wrong. A lot of people, namely atheists and agnostics, they'll say, oh, society and the culture dictates what's right and what's wrong.
No.
Well, tell that to the so-called Jew, to the Jewish man when he was being in Nazi Germany, right? If Hitler had his way, that was all good and well. The culture dictated at that time that was okay. But not everybody felt that way, and you're not gonna get anybody who's a liberal or conservative, Republican, Democrat, independent, or anybody today who's gonna jack that narrative and say, "Oh yeah, what Hitler did was okay,"
Right.
unless you're really in the knowledge.
Right. They ain't ready. They ain't ready for that.
But that's too much. That's too much for y'all. But I'm off Alicia Keys. I'm off Swizz Beats. I'm off Dwayne Wade. Let's get into the facts and cap.
Right.
Tell them what it is. Hold on. Let's bring it out officially. Because we got so much. This is probably going to be a damn near 2-hour pod the way we moving right now.
Word. What time? What we on?
Sorry for you. We, what was this? 30 plus, 30.
That's-
We there like an
that's
hour
the
right
best
now. We
hour
like an
right
hour
there.
right now.
Hour.
But so when we parted and y'all missed us and y'all love us, that we back.
Yeah, we
So this
back
is a segment that we have. It's called Facts and Cap. Bring it out. Tell them what it is.
Okay. Facts or cap. You can't be pro-black and married to someone of another race. Facts or cap.
That's
Facts or cap.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's facts, man. You can't speak on nothing black if
That's straight up facts.
if you're dealing with the other
That's
side.
straight up
I'm
facts.
just saying because you're not living that life. You don't know the struggle. It's just different. Like
That's
you
straight
just
up facts.
can't. It just doesn't make sense. Like you know.
Right. Well, you know, I
That's
do.
like if I. Pardon me, brother.
You have the comments?
No, well, with that particular, that was on the other side of the question that I asked.
Oh, okay.
About-
So you didn't get any
Yeah.
feedback.
Well, I did, but it was like kind of more so targeted upon the other part of the question.
Oh, I see. I got you. All right. So what you gonna say?
As far as me, it's like if I was married to a Caucasian woman, I can't speak on anything black. I can't speak on the struggles of the black woman because I don't know it. I'm dealing with a privileged white lady.
Yo, who was that brother that was on the Breakfast Club that he was having basically that dispute with Comcast? What was that brother's name?
Comcast.
Yeah.
Some Allen? What
Yeah, something. I think Allen.
Yeah.
But he was on there. He was. Well, anyway,
What are you talking about?
He was basically talking about how he's having a dispute with Comcast of some sort. It's some kind of legal dispute. I didn't really get the. I kind of glazed over it a bit. I didn't really get to go into it. But the point that I'm trying to make is, Dr. Umar, when he did his interview on Breakfast Club, he mentioned the brother, and he's like, the brother coming here talking all this pro-black stuff, but whole time you're married to a white woman.
Oh, you talking about Byron Allen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I just see it right here.
And that's facts. Because guess what? You've invested in her, and all the wealth is going right back into.
And that's what Dr. Umar
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said no black woman is going to benefit as much as that white woman that's going to be in there with you.
She's getting 100% of that.
She's getting 100% of that. So Miss killed all the black talk. All the I'm about my people.
Yeah, be real. Be real.
Because if you really truly, because I think it even stems even deeper. I feel like if you don't marry a woman that is in your likeness, then you have an issue internally with yourself.
Oh my gosh, look at how disgusting this is. You know who this is?
Who is that?
Douglas Emhoff. That's Kamala Harris, senator, right, who was recently running for president, but she dropped out. Kamala Harris, that's her husband.
Right.
That is effing disgusting.
You can't trust, like, listen, I can't trust you. I don't know where you really invested if you married to a
Where's your
Caucasian.
allegiances?
Where are your allegiances? Because you showing you moving shaky. If you really love your people, then you're gonna leave everything, your investments, your skill sets, you're gonna procreate with your people. You're gonna invest all of that with your people. You're not gonna do that.
Come on, man.
But I think you have to pull out because see, this is always the argument I hear is, oh, well, you know, if you find love, you find love. It doesn't matter. Love is love. Okay.
That's bogus.
That's bogus.
Stop with that, man.
You got to make a conscious decision
Love
on
is
who you
love.
love. You got to make a conscious decision to love someone. You understand? And how can you love someone who could never identify with your struggle?
They can just never identify with your struggle.
What's that? American Son?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yo, that was deep.
Yo,
And you see what that black cop told her. You can't talk about nothing black. Look at what your husband. How could you talk pro-black and your husband is white?
You can't talk. You cut your legs off from under you.
And I go in front. She couldn't say anything because that's how deep it is.
Yeah, you want to talk all this black. My son is a black. He's a black. No, you married a white man.
Exactly.
So don't expect him to understand what's going on when he getting police profiled. He's getting
and he didn't understand shit.
No, he understood. They understand that it's a white supremacist power structure in play in which they benefit off of. They understand. See, they got to kill that too. That whole narrative that white people just don't understand and they have to be re-educated. They understand. They just understand they benefit on what's going on.
You're right.
You understand? They understand fully. Stop acting like they don't understand. White people ain't dumb. They created the intricate the intricate system that we have in place right now.
Right.
Piece by piece. Like Franklin said, I built this brick by brick. Right. They built white supremacy brick by brick.
Exactly.
So don't hit me with you don't understand or you got to be re-educated. No, you built this from the inside out. And now it's operating exactly how you created it to operate. And you understand you have an advantage, so you're going to play dumb. And black people keep trying to educate white people on, oh, this is how we being oppressed. This is what we go through.
They know this
understand
already.
They know that.
They know that already, yeah.
Just know that.
That's my mans in them. These is my mans in them. Giving you the Jews after Jews every week. This is why you pull up to the Breakfast podcast. This is why. Because they're really jacking with what it is that we're saying.
Man.
Or you really hate it, and we still love you anyways.
Right, we still love, and that's the thing. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not gonna hate you because you don't agree with me. But at least we always say, if you disagree, then you need to have a viable antithesis.
Right.
And do the research to back up why you oppose what we're saying. At least, I mean, force yourself to go out there and learn. Think out the box and try to, you know, understand everything in a wider aspect.
Right, in its totality. So,
Yeah.
so we off that. So now, do we have a?
Yo, we gotta do better, man.
What we did? Did we have one?
Yeah, we gotta do better.
You had it?
Yeah,
You
man.
had it all day? All right, well then let's bring
So-
it out then. Hold
so-
on.
We gotta do better. We gotta do better because I've heard a story.
Hold on, but let me bring it out officially.
We gotta do better. So much better. We gotta do better.
Right.
Yeah,
so tell them first, for our first time viewers and listeners, what is we gotta do better,
So-
and then go into what it is.
So usually the we gotta do better segment is about us and how we have to collectively get things right in our communities. Like we just gotta do better.
That's right.
You know, so what I wanted to get into actually was the whole thing about that young entrepreneur who was shot in her salon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I believe-
What's her name again?
Destiny Harrison.
Yeah, Destiny Harrison,
Oh
right?
man, right.
Oh, coupled with the sister who faked her.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
another
gotta do
one.
better.
That's
Yeah,
another
Harrison
one.
Sanchez.
We
Yeah,
gotta
you're
do
right.
better.
Yeah. Touch on that.
But I'm gonna touch on this first.
Sanchez.
And it's so sad to see that you can't have a successful black person in their own community,
Right.
striving without our people being jealous and committing a violent act
Right.
over nothing, over something that doesn't even belong to them but belongs to the person who owns it.
Right. And she was only 21 years old.
21.
21 years
Oh,
old.
and she owned that shop.
She owned that hair salon. Yeah, she owned that hair salon.
Listen,
21 years old.
and listen, at 21, if you could do that, could you imagine how far she could have been?
Yeah, she was gifted.
You understand what I'm
I ain't
saying?
gonna hold you. I look at that story a bit different.
Uh-huh.
I look at it a bit different just off the strength that how them brothers came in there or whomever killed her, they came in there and killed her execution style.
Execution style.
Yeah.
Tell them how.
They came in there and shot her in the head.
Shot her in the head.
They
2
came-
times.
2 times. So with that being said, I feel like honestly, I don't feel like that was just something some random people that didn't know
No,
the sister.
that
I
was
feel
somebody who
she
knows
might,
them.
She might have been, you know, and oftentimes it happens with, you know, barbershops in our community, nail salons. We have these different businesses that we use as quote unquote covers. And you and we're involved in all kind of things.
So you think it might have been a front?
It could have been a front. I'm not
Front
saying
for
it
something
is.
else.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying we have a lot of different instances where we use these type of businesses in our community to push drugs, prostitution, and you get involved with, as you say, seedy characters.
Some seedy
Well,
brothers.
I'ma go-
And seedy brothers and sisters.
I'm gonna take the opposite side on that because
But wait,
I feel,
hold on. Because you got involved with these seedy individuals, they gonna operate like that. They're not gonna operate in morality. So then when you try to go tell the police, oh, X, Y, and Z was done to me because it's not a deal has went shifty on your end where you done took the short end of the stick. Now you want to get law enforcement involved.
Right, because what did they steal? Just tell them.
They stole like $3,000 worth of weed.
Right.
So,
Which is crazy.
which is nuts.
That's
Yo.
crazy.
Yeah, but
How much
nobody-
hair is that?
This is what I wanna
$3,000
get into.
worth of weed?
I'm not even gonna hold
Oh
you.
my
This
gosh.
is the
Come
thing.
on.
This is an industry. That's a
That's a
is a billion. Yeah, it's a multi-billion dollar.
Yeah, they gonna
industry. I'm
make
not
money
gonna
off
lie.
of it. That's like-
you don't even need to sell anything else but weed. Like the thing is, you have to understand, women
That's our sister.
make the economy go for real.
For real.
Like they get their hair done every 3 days, nails done, all that. So imagine how much money that black women have pouring into the economy.
Yeah, this is
so
Baltimore.
of that alone, I done seen sisters make bread and come up off of doing this without any outside help. They don't need to do any type of scamming or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, because that's a necessity. I know chicks don't even want to come
I believe
outside without eyelashes.
Right.
I can't go get the mail.
You're right. Yeah, that's a fact.
Right.
And sisters,
Go get
get
it
off
for
that,
me.
man. Y'all gotta stop that. The Most High made you as beautiful as you are. You need no adjectives.
Yeah.
You need no attitude.
So-
You need no
and then
attitudes.
you lose who you are. Because I know sisters that go to sleep in makeup. They go to sleep in makeup because they
Go to sleep
can't
in makeup?
go to sleep in makeup, bro.
What are you looking good for? And they
Ah,
dreams?
because it's a real deep rooted insecurity, And I feel like makeup, I know a lot of sisters, you know, you use it casually. Okay, you know, I'm really not a fan of makeup, but I ain't gonna knock a sister that uses it casually, whatever. But it's even becoming even more deep rooted in the minds of a lot of our sisters.
I hate weaves.
Because now you don't even know what you look like. You've had this makeup. You want to look like the filters on your Instagram.
They gonna flame some balls. They gonna flame him later.
I hate weaves, future wife. I hate blonde hair, future wife.
Oh man.
I hate your hair dyed at all, future wife. That's just what it is. It's a fact. Yo, clip-on nails. I hate them things. I hate all them things, man.
She can't get her nails done?
No, I ain't say she gonna get her nails done. But them clip-on nails.
What you mean?
Them clip-on nails. The nails that you can just clip on.
She don't need her toes done.
No, she need her toes done.
Yeah.
She need her toes done.
You need her toes done. Your mother put them right here on the bed.
Yeah, of course. Y'all gonna know about me. I put the feet right on the face here. But yeah, I'm that future wife out there for y'all sisters now that care at all, man. Stop all that fake fugazi stuff, yo. That's just, you don't need it, yo. You just don't need it, man. Let your hair breathe. Let your fingernails breathe.
Right, be you. Go outside as you for a day.
For sure. And you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares what society thinks about it? You know what I mean? You are the most beautiful thing on this earth.
That's right.
And then you're gonna attract the right type of energy because you're you.
That's right.
That's right.
You're gonna attract a brother who's really into you for who you really are, not who you pretend to be.
Message.
Not your facade.
That's right. Oh man, hold on. Let's get that. Let's bring that in. That's right.
Right. Imagine if brothers could hit you off with, well, brothers is doing it too. All these fake chains going around, but I ain't gonna get into that. Like,
fake chains.
Oh my gosh, it's getting ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
No. Hold on. Stop the presses. Hold on. Beyond fake chains, brothers is getting fake beards.
Oh.
Hold on. Brothers is getting fake beards, yo.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Listen,
I'm not a fan of fake beards.
Fully bearded out here.
I'm not a fan.
You know what I don't understand with this whole fake jewelry thing? First of all, I look at jewelry as a commodity and collateral. Right. So you're better off investing in it and getting the real thing. So just in case times get hard, you can always have cash.
Yeah.
Like that's like, listen, anything I'm paying bread for it, and I'm going to make sure that I have it just in case, you know, times get hard. Right. I'm able to get cash back for it. Not buying something fake just to look good, and then when times get hard, now you got a fake chain and you pushing a cart.
Bro, like have you been downtown Brooklyn lately? Every other brother you see got on 10 diamond chains. Like, bro, you're Fulton Mall, bro. Calm down. Relax.
Yeah, serious.
Bro, you got on 10 diamond chains.
Yeah, everybody
come on, bro. It's not believable.
10 diamond chains.
Bro, you got on 10 diamond chains on? Bro, you got on 10 diamond chains and dirty Reeboks. Like, I don't understand.
Come on, let him be him, yo. Let him be him.
I don't understand.
Let him be him out here.
No, man.
Brother worked hard for them 10. I hope you worked hard.
Dirty Reeboks.
I hope you work hard and he just snatched that up somehow.
Or some cook uptown.
Yeah, with the yellow bottom.
With the yellow bottom.
He getting there. He getting there in 2020. Yo, that's what he gonna do. In 2020, he gonna get the fresh bread.
I don't want to
see. And the Air Force Ones, he gonna get those.
Bro, you got on 10 diamond chains. You on the MTA Metro with me, man. Like, come on, brother. Like,
10 diamond chains.
You got on 10 diamond chains, bro.
Yo, so hold on. So going back with Destiny Harrison, man, I feel like it's a much deeper story that we need to address. That it's a real spiritual thing where here you have a sister, 21 years old, promising future. Everybody talks good about her, as they always do when somebody passes away. Such a bright future. The question then comes, well, why do things like this happen? Why does something like this happen to a sister who, in fact, seems to have a quote-unquote promising future?
Saw people having evil eye towards each other.
But even more than that, it's just a lot of times, and I can't say, aha, this is what it is, but the Most High out here giving judgment, yo. Straight up and down. If you are somebody who is putting negative energy into the world, trust and believe you're going to get that negative energy back. You're going to get that negative energy back. And not predicated upon what you think is the negative energy, but what the Most High power, right, that governs the world understands to be negative energy.
Yeah.
Right?
His definition of things is way different than our definition of things.
Exactly.
Right? Like you can't. That's like me having a dog and thinking that and a dog thinking his thoughts are my thoughts. Hell, freaking, you're a dog.
Right, you're a dog.
I'm your
right?
owner.
Right, I have
How
dominion
could
over you.
Yeah, how could you think your thoughts are
Right,
on the
exactly.
same
level
plateau
as
as me?
Exactly.
So that's how we need to start thinking.
But see, the beautiful thing is we have a source to go to find out what the thoughts of the mind of the Most High is.
Exactly.
And it would behoove people to really figure it out.
Exactly.
Figure it out, man, and it's rooted deeply into our heritage. It's really about our heritage, and that's what we have to get back to our heritage, because that will beget once again our identity
And our ascension.
Exactly.
and our ascension will come ultimately by way thereof.
Right, because our heritage is literally righteousness.
God.
Right, and righteousness will put us on that pedestal where we once were and where we need to be once again. Y'all don't care about that? No, you don't.
No,
In 2020, all you care about is making sure you hit the gym before you go to work. That's all you care about.
Now listen, man.
What was the other joint?
And the other thing was about the whole. What was your name?
Oh, Carol Sanchez.
Yeah, Carol Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, come on, man. I need to have a certain sound effect.
boo? Yeah, hit it with the boo.
Oh, I got the boos at
Yeah,
least.
hit it with the
Yeah,
boo.
I got the boos at least.
She needs her own segment, because I ain't gonna front for her to do this in the height of sex trafficking going on. I feel like it's a diversion in itself. You know what I mean? It's just too coincidental that she would do this around a time where look, there's a case out actually with this girl who murdered her sex trafficker. And is about to face like 10 years or something like that.
Yeah,
so I just feel like these are diversions that are being used. I forgot her name, but we're gonna speak
Recently?
about it on the next
You talking
podcast.
about the sister that's facing life?
Yeah, no, 10 years to life, something like that. But we're gonna talk about that in the next pod when we get more information on that, really. But I just feel like that right there was a diversion
From what's really going on,
Yeah.
because it's like almost like the
cry
boy
wolf
who cried wolf.
Yeah.
You know, you keep crying wolf, you cry wolf, and then a real wolf comes and nobody believes you.
Right.
Exactly.
So right now they already she put disbelief in the minds of our people. Like,
Yeah,
the sisters
man.
being
False
snatched
flagging
up.
out here, yo.
Oh,
Let America
let
do
it wait
all the
2
false
days.
flagging.
Let it wait 2 days now, because she might be faking. And then by those 2 days, she could be dead. Organs harvested.
Right, because I ain't gonna hold you. It was Amber Alerts, because you know that actually happened where the sister allegedly got snatched up. That happened a few blocks away from where we are right now.
Right.
And you know, I'm receiving the Amber Alerts about the sister and everything. I'm sure you probably received it too.
I didn't though. That's why
No,
said
I
that's
did.
crazy. I didn't receive those.
No, I received the Amber Alert. Like, it
Wow.
was serious. Like,
They ain't touch Harlem dudes.
Yeah, it touched
One
me.
people in the Bronx, they touch. But yeah, we have to understand. Then why was she even doing that? Why was she trying to plan all of this? They said was because
she wanted to chill with a big crib.
she wanted to spend the night at her boyfriend's house or something like that.
Yeah, she
and the
was-
mom talking about, now we going back to Honduras.
Oh.
And she like, nah, I don't want to. And that goes back to our brothers and sisters not respecting their parents.
Mm-hmm.
We have to come back to a level and state of righteousness. This is the only way that we will ascend to our
Rightful
deserving place.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
fact.
the only way. It's not going to be through any form of economics. It's not going to be, unless you get into the etymology of economics, which
Right.
is really managing a household. It's not going to be through any form of politics, no financial plans, no inordinate amount of degrees that you might have. The only way we're going to be able to really build up ourselves as a people is coming back to righteousness. Look at Destiny Harrison. She had a flourishing business in her own neighborhood, trying to give back to the community. Somebody of her own people came in and shot her dead. Why? Because nobody cares about righteousness.
Exactly. We have to all around collectively come to an understanding of how to treat each other so we all can win.
That's the
But
only
if you're-
way,
if
man.
you're
That's the
winning-
only way.
If you're winning and somebody else doesn't like you winning, you're a dead man. You will be crucified. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're winning. You might be winning for a period of time, but how long will that be? Because the way our people think isn't righteous. Like,
Right. And then we got to redefine it, even what winning is. Just because you got a couple material things, that don't mean you necessarily winning.
You ain't winning, man. You ain't winning. That's why I hate the whole term black excellence. When they talk about, oh, P. Diddy turned 50 years old and what's his name? And Hove turned 50 years old, black excellence. No! That's not black excellence. Black excellence has nothing to do with you being able to speak against your neighbor. right? If somebody has a bunch of millions of dollars and they give it back to the community and all that, black excellence in the totality has to come back to how we treat each other. How we treat each other is what black excellence is, not how many awards I've won, what I've done for the so-called culture. That shit is bogus,
And
man.
also what you educate your people on.
Right.
Because if you're a real leader, you understand that you can't feed garbage to your people and expect them to come out with substance.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's like me knowing if I'm in a position of power, I'm not going to put out negative vibrations in the minds of my people that would hinder their progression in the long run.
Exactly.
Just to satisfy my material needs. And this is the problem that, you know, our people have. Once they start getting a little money, they act like their shit don't stink.
Right.
You know, and everybody else doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't. What I do is what I do. And listen, if they looking, you know, hey, it's them and it's their choice. No, you have to understand the choices that you make vibrates into the air, and people look at that.
Right.
They observe it, and sometimes they'll try to mimic you. So you have to be accountable.
Be accountable. If you're gonna be anything in this next folly year, if you're gonna be anything, be mother effing accountable
for your actions.
For your actions and also the actions of your brothers and sisters. Again, judge people, but just do it according to righteousness, not self-righteousness. Leave that in the past. Leave that in 2019. Come back to the realness of who we are as a people, right? I'm off all of this.
Yeah.
This is episode 7.
Episode 7.
We then there gave him 45 hours of content right here.
Yo, listen, I ain't gonna front. Episode 7 was real. We got real deep into it, and I feel because it's episode 7, so it's real. It's real.
That's spiritual.
I'm not gonna lie, because we've never went this deep into, you know.
Yeah, we got real deep.
We got real deep.
And we hope y'all appreciate it. We hope we hope that y'all appreciate it. And if so, show your appreciation. Don't just talk about it. We got sisters that have hit us up. We got brothers that have hit us up in our respective DMs talking about, yo, I feel like we should talk about this on the next pod. So we're gonna have a segment at the end of our pods coming up, Lord willing, where if you give us something in our DMs or in the comments, a particular topic or something you want to get off your chest, we gonna talk about it. We're gonna try to get to them all. So it's at Bread Fellows Podcast for the IG,
right?
Bread Fellows Podcast for the Gmail, and you can hit it up on the YouTube here. Right, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. Y'all want to say anything in closing? Episode 7.
Yo, thanks for everybody who's been rocking with us, who's been supporting us, reposting. Like, we always and truly really appreciate that.
Right.
And also, I like to add, we love our strong black women, and we love our strong black kings as well.
That's right.
That are trying to help our people progress into a new age. You know, so just keep on enduring, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So with that, we out of here on y'all. Peace. I ain't got no music.
You ain't got no music?
Nah.
What?
It's folly.
What?
It's folly.
All right, peace.